This is it.
Yeah, here it is.
What the heck for it?
World's fastest production car.
That's seriously impressive. Flat plane crank V8. The man, the myth, the legend. This is Jerod Shelby. When did you start all this?
Started this in 1998, so I've been at this a few years.
It's usually what it takes.
Yeah.
People think things happen overnight these days.
Well, I even thought in the beginning that maybe I could design my first car, get it on the road, and start selling them in 3 or 4 years, and I was way off. And I thought I could do that for a couple $1 million, not even close. And our first model car, the Ultimate Aero, we ended up building 16 of those between 2007 and 2012, and that was really an exercise to learn about a follow-up model car, which ended up being the Tuatara.
Where do you get that name from?
As we were going through the design, I wanted an exotic name, something that had some meaning to it.
Yeah.
One day I came back from lunch and I Googled fastest evolving DNA. And I did that because we evolved so much from the previous model to this. And like 8 out of the first 10 was Tuatara. That's kind of cool sounding. And then I started looking at it, and it was a New Zealand lizard known for the fastest evolving DNA, had little spikes on its back that looked like the fins on the back of the Tuatara, the standard Tuatara over here.
I'm liking this story. That's pretty cool.
And I thought, that's it.
That's cool. I think the thing everybody wants to know is, A, what makes it so fast besides horsepower?
There's a lot of people nowadays that can make 1,800, 2,000 horsepower, but what is usable horsepower?
That makes sense.
And really for us, the aerodynamics, the downforce, and being able, this is a 2-wheel drive car, so being
That's
able
crazy.
to take that horsepower and put it to the ground and get grip, we feel that we've done a really, really good job on that.
I like it.
I'm excited to get you in the car someday so you can feel that 2-wheel drive.
Well, I got your number, so you're going to regret that decision.
Okay.
I'm gonna pester you until we get one of these things. Starting at the back of the car, it looks like a piece of art. We have this really cool exhaust system.
Yep.
Why does it do this whole pipe over pipe thing?
To start with, the drivetrain or the engine is a 5.9 liter twin turbo V8 that we developed, and it's a flat plane crank. So for me, there's a big part of a car at this price point is the experience. To me, the sound of it is a big part of that experience.
I love this.
Flat plane crank gives you that high-pitched, exotic scream, and this thing you shift at 8,500 RPMs. Yeah, quite a bit for a V8.
Yeah.
Then we take that, we run it through an optional titanium exhaust system.
Okay.
We actually mix certain cylinders, and then this snake you see here at the back, we don't have a lot of space, so we're actually doing this loop to get us a few extra feet of linear footage, and it sounds amazing. There was a method to our madness of why we did that.
Why do we have suspension here, and then all of a sudden right here?
Get that question a lot. Our heave spring in the center, it does multiple things for us. One of the main things it does, we use that to transfer the weight to the rear tires under acceleration.
Oh, so that really helps with the transfer so that you can put more power to the ground.
Yes, yeah. A tire can only grip so much depending on what surface you're on. Depending on how much horsepower we want to get to the ground, the more weight and force we can put down helps that substantiate. Then across the front, right down in here, you see this little black bar. That is the sway bar. And so there's all push rod and runs through that. And then the third thing it does is it looks pretty cool.
It looks really cool. What a piece of artwork. This thing's cool. Obviously, a lot of carbon fiber involved.
Yep.
I think that's what we're going to get to here next. We got a whole carbon tub right here.
So that carbon tub that you are walking by right there, this just rolled over here yesterday from the other side of the shop is where we did all the body fitment, and it got painted and prepped ready for assembly. Right behind you,
How pretty is that?
this is going to be all your suspension.
Wow. Every little nut, bolt, everything that goes onto this machine was in someone's head and then into a computer, and a million different variations of like testing it to make sure it's not going to break, how strong it is, the packaging. I mean, it actually is insane when you think about what goes into building these machines, let alone building one that's trying to break records and set new standards. And like, look at this. I mean, I don't know exactly what I'm looking at, but it all just looks like jewelry to me.
And that is what we're going for. Obviously, performance was number one on all of this, but at the same time, when we open up the rear deck lid on these cars, we want people immediately to think attention to detail. So these cars perform amazingly, they look amazing. If you look right to our right here,
That's crazy.
now that's everything on these tables assembled.
The gearbox. Is it dual clutch or single clutch?
This is a single clutch.
Oh, that's so much more fun.
Yeah, obviously there's challenges to a single disc clutch. When we're running around town and it's docile, it's so smooth, so easy. You know, there's no clutch pedal, and you just paddle. Or we can have automatic mode, and my wife could drive this.
Yeah.
But we go full throttle, full boost. This thing is violent. I mean, 75 millisecond shifts. we're shooting flames 10 feet out the exhaust. Sounds like a grenade going off. It's awesome.
Cool.
It is awesome.
That's cool.
3D printed exhaust. It's Inconel wrapped. And this is all our proprietary intake system. Intake air temps are extremely important. We learned a lot when we were doing our top speed world record stuff. And there are 11 radiators and coolers on board on this car.
11.
We use every bit of air through the car, over the car, common fibers, to cool this thing and to keep it on the ground.
Very, very cool. 1.3 megawatts. And if you look, I mean, this is all billet.
Yep.
Wow.
Yep.
This is so impressive. I mean, these are gorgeous. These ceramic brakes.
These cars are made to do very extreme things, and we want to make sure we test them more extreme than a customer can use.
I like that. I could be the most extreme. I could be. This is going to be the power plant rear suspension for this.
It's correct. And the interiors just started going in this car. Drivetrain will go in it next week, and about 2 weeks from now, this car will drive out of here, and we'll do about 200 miles of testing before it goes to the customer.
These are 2 of the 11, you said, right?
Yeah.
Radiators.
Yep.
I'm listening.
No,
I'm taking notes. Wow, look at this. The carbon. This is cool.
Yeah.
This.
And the customers choose all the accent colors. You know, what do they want? An accent on the interior and an exterior.
It really is a beautiful machine.
Yeah.
That's really cool. This is cool. What'd you say? This is the clean
This
side?
is the clean side. You know, all of the stuff up on these shelves, this is all your raw.
Oh, raw. Oh, that's cool.
So basically,
Jeez.
next car is coming into it. You know, here's a raw wing for the next one.
I love it when it's like this.
I do too. Look down on this. So
Wow, the depth on that. Oh, yeah.
So this is the hood off of the green car over there that'll be done in a couple weeks. So we do all our own painting here. And then there are 5 guys back here that's all they do is sand and buff to get this.
Wow. Love this design of like the louvers on what would be the fenders.
These are functional. When the tire is spinning and there's pressure in there, this relieves pressure. The brake heat that is coming out, because it's hot air, the air that's passing over the car hits this hot air, it speeds up and stays attached as it goes down the car. So when we're doing our 295 miles an hour, this is functional. This helps us stay planted and stay very stable. That's all the exposed high downforce pieces in there starting to get there clear.
Looks like some rear diffuser stuff here.
Yeah, that goes under the rear diffuser. That is how they start.
Oh, wow. Okay, this is my favorite spot. Reminds me of like race car stuff, because race car. Look at this. How cool is that?
So that's what it looked like if somebody left one fully exposed. But
Oh my gosh.
you know, there's our 232-pound all carbon fiber chassis, and the guys next week will start the fitment of all the body panels.
Wow.
And in about 4 weeks, this will be ready for paint, and then it will jump over the other side like that black and red car.
So you're saying this right here only weighs
232 pounds.
That's incredible. That's incredible. Look at that, because that's all structural.
The customers spec out everything that they want, like the black and red car up here. He went with red guts in his.
He even got a cup holder.
Oh, yeah, there's cup holder. You've got the wireless charger.
That's a wireless charger for your phone?
Yeah.
That's cool. Wow. Now, this is artwork right here. Like, I mean, look at this.
Yep.
The stitch.
And this is the one for the green car up there. And so this is all what the
Jeez.
customer specs.
Look at these seats. It's very cool. And they're carbon on the backside.
Yes, they are. In fact, there's carbon panels that go over those.
That's so cool.
Yep.
So cool. This is really impressive. Like,
Well, I think it's cool that you made it up in the Northwest and we're able to swing by today.
yeah. I look forward to seeing what we can do in the near future here.
It's gonna be
Might have to put me behind the wheel of one of these monsters.
Oh, I plan on it.
That'd be cool.
Gotta hear this flat plane crank V8 with the twin turbo. Holy! Goddamn! That is crazy.
Ran out of gas.
You did not.
I did. I did.
Jerod, thank you for the rev.
Hey, no problem.
The audience really appreciates it. We'll be back, sir.
All right, good to see you.
Good to see you.